lock yourself in. I just didn't know it could be done another way around.
Uh-huh.
So what's up? You don't seem like someone who's paying attention to what's being said.
Oh, it's just... Do you think something weird's going on here?
Not especially, no.
Come on! The names of the people staying here? Those last two actually call themselves Villain and Flunky.
Yeah. Seems like a convention and they're doing some kind of exercise. Wish we got the fire. It would have been fun.
I think it's a tad more sinister than that.
You think? How?
Just possible.
Boy, maybe we can earn some dough while we're on vacation.
I don't know if it's that simple. It's like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, but I don't know the brand of first one. Hello, lady.
Ah! You can't just burst in on people like that. Give someone a heart attack.
That's actually not as common as you'd think. Aren't you coming to dinner? Mom and Dad will be there to liven things up.
Yeah, as much as I would love to dine with the debate team, my ears are still bleeding from the last round.
I'm just waiting to see which one kills the other first.
See, it's stuff like that that makes me think something's going on here.
At that rate, though, everybody would be a suspect in an as-yet uncommitted crime. Don't you trust anybody?
It's not that I don't trust anybody, it's that I don't trust everybody.
Pardon me, Miss?
You can just call me Sam.
Yes, I've been scoping the place. And if you will, you seem to be one of the more intelligent chaps around here.
Hey!
No offense.
Why does everyone say that after saying something offensive?
Well, so you can't complain. It's the same as saying, with all due respect, my dear, you're an absolute moron. I can see how much respect you think I'm due.
Amen, sister.
Back in your place, Becky. As I was saying, Miss Sarah, you could be turned. You would seem to be an able assistant for my little scheme.
Oh, indeed. And what little scheme would that be?
World domination. Oh, I'd be a firm but fair ruler, of course.
Of course. Don't you already have an assistant?
Well, yes, but she hardly lives up to my standards. And I'm hedging my bets and taking a second in command.
As flattering as all this is, I'm committed to upholding the law as it is now, and not as you envision it to be.
I'll suit yourself as I enslave the rest of humanity. My offer to you will always be open. Come, Flunky, we have more recruiting to do than the evening broadcast of my declaration of war on the world.
Does he have an army of nukes we should be worrying about?
Nah, just me, but he has vision. I sent out my resume. No one's called back yet.
Hang in there.
Well, anyway, I better go. I don't want him to fire me.
What would they say about my management skills? Always remember my third law of ruling the world. All contempt you display towards someone results in equal and opposite loathing. It's the only way to avoid nasty blowback. And speaking of management, talk me through this Six Sigma deal again. I'm still confused on how it's supposed to make my processes more efficient.
I'm only saying this because I worry about you. You're just so beautiful and quirky that you don't have any common sense.
I will have you know that I am a tough, independent woman. Is it my fault everyone is in love with me and I'm absolutely defenseless?
Of course not. You're wonderful. Just the way you are. And so down. Don't move until I've hunter-gathered us some dinner. Move it, Tool! Ruin my exit!
Are you okay, Mary Stu? Do you need me to comfort you?
Oh, no thanks. I like it that he's in charge of my life. It makes me feel loved.
He acts like you don't have a brain.
I don't.
What I mean is, he doesn't respect you as a human being, like I do.
Aw, Tool, you're so sweet. You're my best friend, who just happens to be a straight guy, which isn't at all suspicious. I don't have any girlfriends.
I'll be here for you always.
In that case, could you give me a massage? My feet are killing me.
Anything you need, girlfriend.
Oh. Hold it. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, but can it wait? I'm kind of busy offering solace.
Yeah, no, it really can't. What are you doing?
Listening to you.
No. I mean, with the flake and the douche. Do you really like being a doormat?
Oh, my name is Tool.
And you do it proud. What is your actual attraction to her anyway? Looks? Charm?
She's smart and funny and talented.
I have yet to see actual evidence of any of that. Can't you see she's desperate for attention? She sells herself out for so-called affection from a jerk on top of it all, exploits your pining for her so she can have someone to do stuff for her and whine to? Buddy, that's not a nice person.
I have loved Mary Sue since the moment I first saw her, and I would do anything for her.
So your devotion is based upon physical attraction in the hopes that one day you'll finally get to do her. Maybe you're not such a nice person either. Forget I said anything.
I certainly will. You'll never know what it's like to devote yourself, body and soul, to the service of the one that you love.
Again, in the hopes that one day you'll finally get to do her. Not buying your purity of motive here.
You're mean.
Live and learn.
There. I love how you're so delicate.
And I love you.
My God. I totally did not see that coming. But you're my best friend.
Wake up, sweetie! Hardly any straight guy can be your best friend without an ulterior motive.
You unloved one.
Is that supposed to be an insult? It was kind of weak.
You know, I wasn't born Tool. I was best friend she's supposed to love. Well, we had such a great build-up. We did everything together. We supported each other through the ups and downs of high school. And slowly, our relationship turned into something more, you know. And then, somewhere around year 3, he showed up.
Not Gary Stu.
Gary loved blocking Stu. He had it all. Let me tell you. Mystery, good looks, adventure, manliness, and a single-minded obsession over you equal to my own. So you just threw away years of devotion for a guy you barely knew, and I'm relegated to, complication.
Oh, that's terrible, Tool.
I know! And you know what the worst part about it? I used to be a good guy. But when he came along, he turned me into such a harpy. He did. He made me jealous and mean. And forced me to ruin their happiness at every turn. He made me an awful person who even I wouldn't even want to know. And the short side of the isosceles love triangle.
Well, Tool, there's only so much responsibility Gary can take for your actions. Granted, this whole situation is the worst case scenario for any potential love interest, but it happened and you had a choice. You could choose to respect Mary's decision and value her happiness over your own, or you could choose to be a baby and whine.
But she was supposed to love me. I was so close.
Not helping your case, by the way. Another thing to consider, after all you've been through together and she still chose that dog, do you really love her? Or do you have some idealized version of her?
Of course. You're confusing me.
If you love her, you'll want her to be with the one who makes her happy, even if that's not you. Otherwise, you'll just be a psychotic loser who wants to be remembered like that.
Let's get out of here, Tool. It's getting stuffy in here.
What's your toy? Where's your toy?
My mom and dad took my stuff away because I wasn't talking anymore. Whatever. So why'd you become a PI?
Because I'm good at it.
Well, why would you want to go into why would you want to go into something like that instead of, a real job?
You know what's obnoxious? People who ask questions with an unspoken, well, that's stupid.
I didn't say that.
There's the unspoken part.
Okay, it sounds like what you do for people. What does PIing involve?
Well, it basically involves detective work, like what the police do, only not as hampered by public relations. People call me when they think someone's ripping them off or running away with their money or their wife might be cheating on them, on and on. Most of it's following the money and the people hours and hours of sitting in my car waiting for the target to get a move on already. The most recent case was the best so far and the hardest, so I really needed the vacation. I was tracking this guy down. It's not easy, You try to find relatives and whatever friends he might actually have. You go through public records, you look through his garbage or bills.
Oh, I totally know what you mean. Those credit cards want their money back, and if you're behind, boy, they start calling you at work.
Kidding? Really?
I had this friend who racked up so much debt that we had to lie every time they called looking for him, saying he wasn't in that day or something.
That's rough. Couldn't you just say he didn't work there anymore?
No, because they look like a total deadbeat.
Excuse me! I was telling you my story and you completely hijacked.
Fine, tell us the rest.
No, I'm not telling you the rest. You ruined it.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird to finish it now.
So, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for the info. I'm going back to hiding from my parents.
Yeah. All those years going to school, my ultimate dream wasn't to be a private investigator.
What was it?
I didn't have one.
But cheer up. It's not all that bad. So what if you never really solved the case to anyone's satisfaction? So what if you're embarrassed whenever you run into your old classmates? So what if you never amount to much of anything? Don't let the fact that you're a pathetic failure get you down. Well, this will make you appreciate the little things in life, such as new fields, babbling brooks, little moments, the scent of death in the air.
Is that what that is? That can't be right.
Oh,
There's something foul down the hall.
maybe innkeeper's wife has her dinner in one of those rooms.
And later on, we climbed on the cliff, take a romantic walk on a romantic lake, followed by romantic falling asleep after that much exercise.
That sounds fabulous. You have all the best ideas. I would have had no clue what to do while we're here.
Aww. Mary Stu and Gary Stu sitting in a tree. BARFIN.
Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, I smell a cat fight. Let's go, Tool.
Actually, she's insulting both of you. Both of you.
You sold out for him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Let me put it another way. Do you have any friends who are girls?
No, all my friends are guys. Girls don't like me for some reason.
I'll be your first by telling you why. Everything you do is a competition, and you see all girls as rivals.
I do not. Girls just don't get me.
Oh, we get you already. You broke the cardinal rule. Sisters before misters.
Oh, that's just sexist.
No, you're sexist. You ignored any chance of true friendship for a guy. Not cool. You disgraced the name of woman.
You've just never experienced the pangs of true love.
Soon enough, the contempt will set in, and you'll wake up every morning wishing one or both of you were dead. Believe me, I see it firsthand every day.
You're an awful person.
You're just resentful because your lack of personality is overwhelmed by what little Gary Stu has.
Gary, help
Weak.
So that guy is dead? As in dead.
Uh-huh.
And the room was locked. From the inside.
Yep, one of those.
The only keys were on him, and probably with the innkeeper's wife. With a sheer drop right outside his window.
Just about sums it up.
There's only one explanation.
Don't say it.
The perpetrator was a ghost. A human fly.
Hush.
An invisible man. A Spider-Man. A Superman.
Knock it off. I can't think with inanity floating around in my head. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. But this was physically impossible.
There's only one thing for it. Go to the library, take out all the locked room mystery books they have, and whichever one fits this scenario best wins.
At any rate, I think it's safe to say he was done in by strangulation. The killer probably used gloves, but there might still be prints somewhere. But you gotta even bring that panel back here.
I offered to pack it,
I know.
but you said no.
I know, silly me. I thought I was going to be relaxing on the ship, getting room service and napping and whatnot. If I knew what had happened, I could make a timeline and figure out who might have been in the room and not out here.
You know what I think it was? Twins.
Twins. What?
Twins. You know, we all think it's just one person, but it's really two people, and then one of them gets it. So we think, oh, he couldn't possibly have done it, because now he's dead. But they did. So this one is dead, but the other one's still running around killing people.
Didn't you learn anything at that crime-solving webinar?
Obviously. You don't appreciate how subtle and genius my theory is. But think about it and you will. The next one will be death by fatal bullet.
Why would the MO be different?
To keep us guessing. And you know the rule. Introduce a gun in the first act, and it has to go off by the third act. Otherwise, it was still technically not 1.5.
Yeah? Well, I certainly hope that one never goes off.
Night is young. Plenty of things to be shot at around here. Think save it for later?
No. Doubt it even works.
Well, birds have a backup.
Oh, cheese and rice. I don't have the time for this.
Fine. Because someone's coming, and if we keep going, he may think you're deranged.
I'm still trying to process that there's an actual murderer here.
Did somebody say murder?
She did.
I have eyewitness verification of a very likely, if not the only suspect.
What? Give me your best description you can.
I could do better and give you the exact. The person in question is female, brunette, 1.7 meters tall, roughly 60 kilos. You don't know how to convert this, do you?
I'm sorry. I was raised on the English system and my mind can't think anywhere else.
Of all the things to hold on to from the empire, and your country picks that, the metric system is perfectly logical. Everything is in units of 10. And to top it all off, that backwards measurement system you have stubbornly retained has the nerve to call itself standard.
You don't have to convince me, but I'll always be thinking in yards and feet.
Yes, and who determines such things?
The king?
And I thought you people fought a revolution against such thinking.
Bypass the circular discussion and keep going with the murderer we're supposed to be finding.
Less. It struck me unusual that the perpetrator may be female. Doesn't fit the profile at all.
Normally, I'd agree with you, but nowadays, everyone's insane.
Of course, all the speculations are necessary, since I'm certain that this is precisely the person who did it.
Okay. What's the name?
Meet me in the library in half an hour and I will explain it all.
Why can't you just tell me now? Sorry. We're discussing this right now. Why can't you just tell me who did it right now?
Because that would be improper. I can't disclose the perpetrator this early in the game. With just us. In front of the check. second counter. And what are you thinking on?
I'm thinking that you're wasting my time and allowing the murderer a chance to kill someone else. Maybe you even.
Nonsense! I'm the one in charge here. I'm the one determining, to be crass, who done it.
Actually, the one in charge would gather everyone together, do the big reveal and explanation, and apprehend the villain for the police. Not feed information to another PI like a snitch.
You're absolutely right. How can I have been so thoughtless of my own role? I'll do the gathering right now.
So who did it? Not helpful at all!
What you want to bet he's next?
Not the chandelier!
You think he's okay?
Oh, I knew she was doing when she didn't tell me straight away who did it.
So she went from knew it all to knew too much.
Okay, so now we've got one death by strangulation and one death by misadventure? What can possibly be funny about this?
I'm sorry. When you say misadventure, it kind of sounds like she tried really hard to have an adventure and it didn't work out.
Ugh. Different methods. No evidence linking the victims. No apparent motive for the first murder. Nothing. Times like this, I wish I could just sniff out who did it.
Don't worry, Sarah. Guess right after the next murder.
Oh yeah? I have 2 bodies and 13 suspects. I'm running out of murders.
11 suspects.
Huh?
Only 11 suspects. We didn't do it, silly.
All right. We've got to corral everyone and call the cops. Which should I do first?
Call. No, corral. No, call.
Stop talking! I don't even know how to describe the first victim.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, what race, age, anything. Didn't even seem human.
Oh, are you talking about racial stereotype?
Stop doing that!
Sorry. Most people don't notice me until it's too late. Anyway, I believe the body you found was racial stereotype. Too abominable to exist another moment on Earth.
I see, and you know this because...
Well, it's been there for days. Hardly noticed the decay anymore.
Right. That settles it. I think the police will be interested in